Alrighty, how is everyone? I wanted to share my experience with DDM. There it is. Saber LEDs. Now I got two different kinds. There's the Pro, which is the most expensive one at 80 some bucks, I believe, and claims to be 40 watt and output of, it was a lot, 8,000 lumens a pair. And then these were 6,000 lumens a pair, but about 60 some bucks instead. So I find it kind of interesting looking, comparing them, how the one that's supposed to be brighter seems like it has a smaller LED, but claims to be 40 watts. Forget what the wattage was on these, but either way, I'm more worried, concerned about output. And then my experience on installing those on a Chevy Malibu, which I know you don't have to take the bumper all the way off, but I did have to fix that grill because it got cracked. And here, let me do this. I'm not sure why nothing's focusing today. So might as well take it all off. Actually kind of made it, I think, a tad easier because the experience though too was, we can highlight that in a second, but taking a step back, not everything's in focus exactly or aligned correctly, but that is highs and lows on at the same time, kicking the ass of the factory, which should be a no-brainer, but that's insane. Let me walk over here quick and turn the shop lights off. Maybe get, probably not going to really see a ton against that wall, but it's pretty nuts on how much light difference there is. And I don't know if phone will pick that up, the fans. Some people complained about the fans, and like, I'm walking by it and I can barely tell it, so I don't know how you people hear it in the car, but I'll do low beams only. And I'm hoping, yeah, I was gonna say, that one's still, the driver's side's mounted and the other one's like, I'm looking at the wall and like, holy crap, those are way too high or too low. But not many videos on the DDM Saber LEDs, which is a shame because so far I'm impressed. Is it worth, we'll see, is it worth $150 to do highs and lows? That is a good question. I already had some Amazon LEDs in the fogs that really weren't doing a crap, but those fogs in general don't really do much in my opinion anyways, so hopefully eventually once we get this all back together, I'll splice in some like night shots, but I was always a big HID fan, but over the years, even though DDM has a great warranty on those, just taking off the bumper, even half the bumper just to get to lights, just to fix a ballast or something, just the biggest pain. Previous to this, I had a Grand Prix and other cars where it wasn't hard to get to the headlights. You know, pop the hood, bam, bam. I mean, within 5-10 seconds, I could have the headlight off versus this car, which has been great, but dumbest engineering feat possible. Now on the Malibu, exactly, the concerns to be expressed are, let's see if I can get this to hang. On the other side, I've already cut and I mounted, and I wasn't going to take it off to show you because it was a pain in the ass just to get the headlight back in. I had to cut, it'd be the high beam, backside was sticking through, and I had to cut this to make it bigger. Or it's pretty close, at least on the other side, look a tad different, but I had to cut a little piece out here to make it fit. I don't think I had to do the low beam side, but it was rubbing and I just couldn't get the headlight in and didn't know if I had a wire in the way or if it was on the back of the bulb, so I just took and I just cut a little piece there. I mean, I already have everything going, so let's cut it. And instead of removing it on this side I just bent it back and got the headlight to fit. So that is at least the troubles with the Malibu. Or I don't know if it would have been easy to do that then without the bumper removed. I certainly could do it. I was using, there it is, a cutoff, air-powered cutoff wheel. I certainly could have used a die grinder or some other tools just to make that work, or even your Sawzall, Hackzall, something like that to remove those pieces probably, but that tool down there definitely worked the best for this. So enough of the boring stuff so far. I'm definitely impressed, and hopefully after this I can add on some night shots. Obviously there's no before and after, because that's kind of the bummer part of the Malibu. I'm not going to do a before and after with these, but I'm sure you can already tell it's going to make a difference. So thanks for tuning in, and hold on for the next part.